All right, folks. So, fun little client case study here. So, this is Nick. So, Nick is actually, I guess, a good friend of mine. We came up through an internship at Leeds Beckett for strength and conditioning together. He actually asked me to do his programming for him for a few months. Man, it was probably last year, maybe even a year and a half ago now. Time is flying. So Nick was already an incredibly strong lifter, incredibly strong athlete, done a lot of strength training, a lot of powerlifting in the past. So Nick is a really good case study example of programming and working with someone that's already at a certain level. So when you work with someone that's already at an advanced level of strength, you're not gonna see these humongous jumps in strength. You're not gonna suddenly go. So this is 140 kilos for bench press he's got on the bar here. When he came to me, he was on 140 for one, and what we have here is a video of him doing 140 for a triple, and that was after I want to say about a 12 or 14 week training block. So it's they're talking 14 weeks to turn a 1 rep max to a 3 rep max, which if you're a beginner or early intermediate, that might seem like absolutely ages, which for you it is because you can add weight to the bar every session or every week. That's something you can do. For guys like Nick that have been training a long time, you've got to use properly structured, periodized training to get those sort of increments. So turning a 1 rep max to a 3 rep max at sort of his level of strength, really big deal. So that was really cool to see. What I'm going to do, same again here. We've got his squats. I'm going to see if I can get his initial squats up. So here we have a 1 rep max at 220. As you can see, it's a good amount of weight. You've got 220 kilos on the bar, but it's decent work to get up. Gets the rep, pretty happy to get his single. If we then go back over here, same again, we've got 220 on. Yeah, again, it's a good amount of weight. He's a strong chap. But what we can see here, second rep. And third rep, exactly like that. So you get that 220 for a triple. So what you see is a 1 rep max becoming a 3 rep max. We did that for the bench, and we did that for the back squat. Alongside this is the fun bit as well. We did a bit of Supertotal programming. So Nick, having never done any weightlifting work in the past, ended up getting, I think this was a 130 clean and jerk, and making it look ridiculously easy. I mean, the dude's just stupid strong, as you can see. So there's still technical stuff to work on, but we worked on dialing that in a little bit. If you even look on the height he gets on the rerun, once he's caught this, his re-rack of the bar goes about 10 feet up into the air. So he's definitely plenty strong enough. Got this nice little 130 clean and jerk. We're still working on dialing in that catch position, but very strong start. We also worked on some snatch. He didn't just do the clean and jerk. He was sort of pretty dedicated to doing the technical work. So you can see him doing a snatch from the floor here. This is 100 kilos on the bar, which I don't think is too bad all in all. I mean, if we're looking at that technically, he's got a decent start position right. We worked on getting those shoulders over the bar, getting set up nicely, chest is up, getting knees back, gets a decent extension, can move the feet a little bit better. But I tell you what, it's basically a no-foot 100-kilogram snatch, which for 12 weeks of after starting to learn the snatch full stop is pretty phenomenal. So that goes a long way to show that yeah, Nick's a very talented athlete, very hard-working athlete, very diligent athlete. So the amount of credit I can take for his progress is very, very minimal, but it's just an example of when you're programming and trying to work with someone that's at a high level, that's already a strong, accomplished athlete, the kind of changes that you look to make. So it shows two things. One, it shows that if you're phenomenally strong, transitioning to weightlifting is usually a pretty, as long as you're mobile, can be a fairly good process. And it also shows that you have to use long-term sensible programming if you want to keep on making strength. It's not going to be adding 30 kilos over 12 weeks. It's going to be turning a 1 rep max to a 3 rep max and then peaking a little bit later down the line. So hopefully that gives you a good overview, just a little case study of what it's like when I work with a more advanced athlete. So if you're a more advanced athlete yourself, someone that's been training for a while, maybe trying to take your performance even further past a couple of plateaus, and you need a slightly more structured or intelligent approach to do that, and you need a little bit more nuance in your programming, then drop me a message and we'll see if we can sort something out, similar kind of structures to we've done here. So yeah, that's it, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, see you in a bit.